Are you having an affair? I've got the best answer for you. Welcome. Another Mids Watch. This one's a short banger. Like I've been telling you before, this is more of like a meta married red pill advanced concepts, more discussions about men organizing. I've already given the spiel on the last one, so I'm just going to get into it. So this guy, Casual Shanter, which he's one of like the hundreds of guys that went through here, went there, did his thing and whatever. It is funny though, because he is a noob. But this one's like, for the past 7 days, I've seen a real click for me. I've hit the gym on 2 evenings when I expected to sit in and watch TV like some sort of gal pal, and it felt great. The first night, my wife said, "Why are you training so hard? Is this for your new chick?" Second night out, I got, "Why are you in the gym again? Is it to improve your online dating profile?" Both nights, I just genuinely laughed. Tonight, we'd been invited to a friend's for dinner, and on the walk there, my wife made some comment that my shoes were clickier than hers, and I looked like I was auditioning for a boy band. Again, laughed. She stopped as we reached the gate to our friend's house and said, "I can't do this tonight, you're clearly having an affair." Again, he smiled and just said, "Come on in, let's go." But she refused, saying, "You can't even deny it, look me in the eye and tell me you're not having an affair." And he's like, oh, she says, "And I hate you." It's like, that responded with, "I'm not having an affair, come on." I smiled, led the way in. Now, this is literally the first week where I felt comfortable in the mindset that I'm the prize and the most exciting journey towards red pill, whatever, maybe without my wife, but I'm clearly getting hit with the same question again and again. Are you having an affair? I'm in a dead bedroom relationship where sex is twice a month and it's crap. I fancy my wife, she's hot, but I'm starting to feel like I could do better if I had to. And the best case scenario is she has a click moment and opens her legs willingly 3 times a week. But in the meantime, the first signs of things registering is the question, are you having an affair, that just keeps coming. Just wondering what the best response is. Smiling and ignoring has been fine, but I didn't lose ground by saying I'm not having an affair, did I? Like, I'd welcome ideas and responses that might help the ultimate ambition to have a marriage I always thought I'd have with this woman. Now, in this, everybody's giving a bunch of witty answers, which are great and fine, and if you want to have a comedic career, it's perfect. But they're kind of missing the point. So there's like multiple reasons somebody could be continually asking about affairs. The first and most obvious one is if you're making steps to improve yourself, a girl is solipsistic that you're with. If she was in a marriage with you and then one day out of the blue started working out, taking care of herself, eating right, why would she do that? She thinks, well, I'd be doing that because I'm looking to find a new man. So if you're doing it, then she's thinking, well, you must be having an affair because it's the only possible reason you could stop wanting to be fat and lazy. Secondly, perception is projection. So that could be, somebody who's having an affair will always think you're having an affair. Which is weird, isn't it? Either she's insecure and loves you and doesn't know how to keep you happy, or she's cheating on you, she doesn't care, and she feels guilty about it, and she's projecting that guilt onto you. And it's funny because out of those two things, things have either gone horribly right or horribly wrong. Now, how do you know which is which? Well, time will tell. Anyways, Jack follows it up with like the best case scenario. And he's like, look, all those witty replies and the other comments are good, but for a more long-term impact, i.e. one that has a click moment attached to it, you may want to try some combination of fogging and a general Socratic method approach, which technically would be considered negative inquiry if you've seen When I Say No, I Feel Guilty and No More Mr. Nice Guy. So his examples, why do you think I'm having an affair? So you think I'm having an affair because, blah, blah, blah? I'm going to the gym? Is that why I'm having an affair? Why do you think I'd be getting out and having an affair that I'm not, or getting something out of an affair I'm not getting with you? You've reached a solid level of dread, and her accusations of an affair are all some sort of comfort tests. She's hamstering because she's getting progressively more insecure about your increasing SMV. She knows she's not meeting her wifely duties, and accusing you of an affair is easier than stepping up her game. So try to steer the conversations in a way that essentially communicates, if you stepped up your game, I bet you wouldn't be feeling this way. Wouldn't be thinking about left pedal, right pedal. They would just point themselves in a direction. Alternatively, if you go with the witty remark route, follow up with a strong embrace and some caveman sex.
Learn it so you can forget it and start enjoying
sex
it.
is crap, direct her to do things that make it not crap. If you want a blowjob, tell her to give you a blowjob. Then you could say something like, that was great. Nobody can suck like you. Implication being that you like hers so much that as long as you're getting them regularly, she'd have no reason to think you're seeking them from somewhere else. I like this. It's short and sneak. By the way, I've never seen one this short from Jack, but it's true. So he's been doing, and I don't know how long he'd been doing his roadmap for, but it was the last 7 days where he saw the big progress. That's great. Simple tools. Like, he didn't know how to handle an accusation of affairs. Now, there's another one on this from Wine More Please. This one was 7 years ago, and the Wine More Please one was probably 4. Because he was getting this from his wife, too, if I'm not mistaken. And he was like, yeah, here's what you do. If she says, are you having an affair? His was like, if I'm having an affair, don't worry, you'll be the first one to know. And has let it sit like that. Which is funny because he's doing exactly what Jack talks about here. For those who would understand the subtext on that one, what he's saying is, if I'm not getting my needs met, you'll know I'm not getting my needs met. I communicate what my needs are, and then if you don't handle it, somebody else will. And that's what he said in all those amount of words. And it's funny because Op here is still not good at speaking covertly, which is kind of Dread has to be covert. So what he would do there is he just laughs it off. He says, no, I'm not having an affair. That's silly, whatever. He's just basically dodging the question, which comes across as very shady, and it escalates the comfort test by basically kicking the can down the road and having it at a later time. Having said that, I would think the easiest thing, and it's weird because if you don't know how to shut the fuck up and then transition to actually not shutting up, this is hard. Like, how do you communicate your needs without making it into like an odd, awkward, covert contract or a fight? And I think that's the easiest way. Are you having an affair? Why do you think I would need to have an affair when I'm getting everything I need back home? It was a joker, old mayor here, Rob Ford. Somebody accused him of saying he wanted to go down on one of the interns or something like that. He's like, I don't need to go eat the girl, say I'm going to eat the girls here. I got plenty to eat at home. And it was really good for a laugh. But again, this one's short. It's sweet. There's not much to it. But again, it's just that's it. As you get better, at some point your wife may accuse you of having an affair. And the good answer for that one, pressure flips, fogging, negative inquiry. Why do you think I would be having an affair? You think I'm having an affair because I'm going to the gym? Why do you think I would need one if I wasn't getting what I needed at home? Now, you don't turn this into a conversation. These statements are meant to be just, you put it out there and let it sit. If you're worried about me having an affair, is what it gets at is, it's a very easy way to keep me loyal. Sexual availability and a little bit of enthusiasm. And then the girl has to make a choice. She decides, if I want to keep them, I have to do that. If I don't want to keep them, I don't have to do that. But either way, you've established your boundary without opening your mouth and talking like a little bitch. So, take that with you. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. If you see these things working for you, leave a thing in the comments. I'd love to hear more about it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.